We bought a Nissan Navara sight unseen from our local auction, and in today's episode you're going to find out whether or not we are winners or losers. If you're new to the Lambo to Lambo challenge, it is where myself and Morgan go from car to car to hopefully one day get that Lamborghini. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Lambo to Lambo. But Morgan.
Yes, last time you would have seen James bought a car sight unseen. What you probably didn't know is I didn't even know about it. He just kind of jumped in and hope for the best.
Yeah, so if you haven't watched our previous episodes, I bought a 2020 Nissan Navara sight unseen from the auction. I only got a glimpse of it walking by looking at other cars because I thought it was too expensive. We then later found out after going to pick the car up that the car actually ran, it drove, and we actually managed to drive it all the way home, where we gave it a bit of a clean, found that it had a few different paint imperfections, and apart from that, that was about it. So what we did is we did a service on the Navara. We cut and polished the body to get rid of the paint imperfections. And we also got rid of an ugly, as you guys have now coined, grandma's drawers out the back of the tub and replaced it with a tub liner and tonneau cover. And that was it. The car was done. We put it up for sale and it has already sold.
I gotta say,
2 days.
Just the tub liner and the inserts changed like the whole car. It was crazy. Yeah.
One thing that I wasn't able to mention in the video just because it hadn't happened yet is on my final clean through of the interior of the car, I actually found some goodies on the inside. So I am now the proud owner of a nice digital vernier calipers, which is cool for me.
I'm a little annoyed because
Morgan lost some.
Literally 2 weeks ago.
Oh, you bought?
A couple weeks ago, I bought some, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I've got my trusty notes here to run through exactly what the costs were. So we bought a 2020 Nissan Navara ST manual. It was a two-wheel drive, not four-wheel drive, and it had 77,000 kilometers on the clock. We bought that car with all the auction fees totaled up, $17,655, which is really good.
Oh yeah.
So just to compare, so with each car that we buy, I normally do a breakdown of different platforms where the cars are being sold and like similar and equivalent cars. So for example, the closest one I could find similar to that Navara had a list price of just under $34,000, as well as on Facebook and that I could find some around $35,000 to $38,000 mark. So to buy it for $17,500, $17,655, massive win. So $17,655. We then had to register it, which was $946.41. We then had to get 2 roadworthies for it as well, another $200, bringing the total, having the car on the road, $18,801. As we mentioned before, we did the tonneau cover and the tub liner, and we serviced the vehicle. So the tonneau cover all up was $182.99. The reason for that, if you watched the previous video, I actually had to buy 2 tonneau cover sets off Facebook because one of them didn't have a right bracket, and I also had to buy the little kind of support bar holders on the side. The tray liner or tub liner was a steal, 50 bucks. So good. Cleaned the car up amazingly. Had to get some fuel for it because it was running a little bit low, $50.37. And the oil filters and oil filter and oils for the Navara cost us $59.98. So total, all expenses, we were at $19,144.75, which is well under what everyone else was selling them for, which means we did get some insane profit. The vehicle, I listed it up on a Friday. By Sunday morning, it was sold. And we sold it for, drum roll, $30,000. Yes, you heard that right. We made $10,855.25 profit.
Making it the most profit we've made.
The most profit in terms of like the actual number of any car that we've sold in the challenge, making up for the mistakes of the Porsche, of the Lexus, or I think those are the only two cars we lost on.
Yeah, and plus some. Or future mistakes, you know.
Yeah. Anyway, so thanks, Morgan's dogs. So huge amount of profit, bringing our budget to $35,018. We now have in the bank to buy our next car, which is awesome.
Yeah, so that's like a boost of 10 grand to the budget pretty much.
Straight away. So that has definitely, opened up a whole new realm of cars. And it definitely was an eye-opener, especially for myself, for utes. And especially newer cars that are still under warranty, because the Navara still had 2 years of warranty left of Nissan's 5-year warranty. Much easier car to sell. Now, do I think we're going to be able to do $10,000 flips from here on out? No. I think we got insanely lucky with an insanely good deal, and for some reason the other people weren't buying and we were the ones buying, which is good. What else? We do have news, and it is probably to some of you some sad news, and it's got to do with Morgan.
So pretty much, I'm kind of stepping back from the Lambo a little bit, just because I've got lots of other commitments and it's hard to kind of manage everything.
Look how sad he is. Please, Morgan, please don't leave.
You'll still see me, obviously. I'll still, do videos here or there. Still doing editing, all that kind of stuff. But yeah.
It basically just came down to time commitment. Lemon to Lambo uses a lot of time. What you see, obviously, going to the auction videos is going to the auctions and shooting those videos, one part of it. But all the cars, I'd say you, but you never really did. All the cars that you go out on weekends to have a look at, like of the cars we've bought, there's probably double or triple the amount of cars that I've looked at to try and get the cars to buy. And it is very time consuming, as well as then selling the cars, selling parts. Like Morgan's still trying to sell MX-5 parts.
Oh, it's so hard. If you want any MX-5 parts, I've probably got it.
So yeah, that's fine. But the challenge is not stopping. It is continuing on. I am still keen as ever to get that Lambo. And nothing changes with the budget. It is still $35,018. So a little bit of a change. So if you're wondering why, or in the future, if you're wondering why all the Lemon to Lambo stuff is myself and then Morgan's doing other stuff, it's just because Morgan doesn't have the time to be buying and selling cars. But yes, other than that depressing news, we've got $35,000 to play with, and I'm thinking of buying more than one car. So if you've enjoyed this video, hit that like button, comment below, Morgan, you suck, for leading the challenge. But also comment below, what should I be looking at? I'm really liking the look of utes, especially this time of year, tax time. Utes seem to be a pretty good bet. And for the most part, they seem to have like money. What? Seem to be able to make a decent amount of money, which is good. So that's what I'm thinking. Although, Martin, there is a Maserati that's up for sale at Gray's Online right now. And don't worry, I have looked at it, and I've looked at the ad. I just don't think Morgan really wants me to buy a Maserati yet. But thanks heaps for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video, and hopefully have some more 10,000 plus profit flips in the future.